What's up, guys? I'm Stone, the host of Zero Gravity, Apollo Media's NBA podcast. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button below and enjoy the clip from our latest episode.
Bringing back up the Warriors, man. I'll get into my trade, and I think that this is a little insane, clinically even. I think I might be a little insane for this. I'm just gonna let it out. I have got Klay Thompson and Jonathan Kuminga going to the Chicago Bulls
Oh,
for Zach LaVine
oh,
and Patrick Williams.
okay.
Who says no? Okay, and hear me out. Kuminga wants out. It's clear.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson has had I feel bad because he's had a bad year in comparison to a lot of other years, but he's getting dogged on. And I was stat punching, I was box scoring because I can't stay up to 12 every night, man. I can't watch every Golden State Warriors game. But when I do, what I have seen it hasn't been great this year, but I do think that people are dogging on him a little too much. Uh it would be weird to see that core leave. But I feel like a fresh start for all involved would feel great. I feel like Steve Kerr would love Patrick Williams, a potential 3-and-D guy. I mean, I think his ceiling is 16, 17 a game, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, call it a day. I think length, especially with people who are really fast, that would help with the Warriors. Uh, but Kaminga just hates it. He's gone. I think that Zach LaVine being there as well would help a lot. I don't really know if this would ever happen, but in my fantasy world, I would love for this to happen. And it's really hard for me to imagine Zach LaVine in a Warriors jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I really would like it. I think I'm actually going to go on NBA 2K24 tonight and just put
Just
it
try it
in,
out.
just see
Okay.
what happens.
Yeah.
If it doesn't look good, if I don't feel aura, if I don't feel some swag there, I might rescind this by next episode. But for right now, I like it, and I think that and like I said, so much would have to go for this to actually happen. Of course, you'll see as I keep doing these trades, it's going to be very, not none of this is going to happen. But I would love for all of this to happen, and I think Zach LaVine in a Warriors uniform, without Chris Paul, you're looking at 22, 23 points a game on 47, 48% shooting, if assuming everything goes right.
Right.
Pair that next to Steph. Once Draymond comes back, who's to say? You know what I mean? Play and run, 7 seed. Who knows?
So, what you just did is put D'Angelo Russell back on the Golden State Warriors.
Pretty much. Pretty
Okay.
much, yes.
Got it.
Yes. And I thought D'Lo as a Warrior was sick. I love
It was
that.
interesting.
I need that, man. I need it.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
While I don't hate the trade, I'm going to shoot this down because I could never see the Golden State Warriors actually trading Klay. And I know that Bob Myers isn't there anymore and it's a new regime and ownership's still there, Steve Kerr's still there, Steph Curry and Draymond's somehow still there. As long as they're all there, I just don't see them trading anyone. But as soon as a contract runs up, I don't see them offering Klay anything. I mean, that
Exactly.
runs up this summer, right? He's a free agent this summer. So if they are going to offer him, it's not going to be more than $20 million a year. And it probably shouldn't even be that high based on what we've seen. And that's unfortunate because Klay Thompson is awesome, but towards Achilles, towards ACL, back-to-back seasons,
Yep.
he's just not the same anymore, and he never will be, and he's never going to be a true starting caliber shooting guard for most teams in the league anymore, unless you put him on the Pistons that had a 47-point quarter to start the game and still lost by 20.
Yeah.
Unless you put him on that team, I don't see a lot of teams starting Klay Thompson. So that's a difficult trade to do. And if there's no emotion behind the trade, absolutely, sure, you got to do it if you're Golden State because Klay isn't your guy anymore, and Zach LaVine could supplement that role. I mean, he's not going to play good defense, but he can score points. I think that's one big problem with the Golden State is that they're not big enough. They just get bullied.
Exactly.
And you're not getting bigger with the trade. You're basically doing it 1-for-1 on both sides with Kuminga and Patrick Williams. So I don't hate it. I would like to see it. I think it'd be really funny if the Golden State Warriors just traded one of the core this year.
Yeah.
I think it'd just be very funny to
just
see
immediately just gave up. Like,
I just want to know what the
we're
reaction
500.
is.
Like, whatever. Fuck it. We're done.
I don't hate it. I don't
Yeah,
hate it.
yeah. That again, I think it's great to live in this silly fantasy world. It's awesome that we can look at people like Clay, people who are kind of on the back end of their careers, and I'm not saying it's going to be a Hakeem Olajuwon in Toronto situation if Clay leaves, because Clay's got a couple more years left. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
But it's just, man, that seeing that core just immediately almost dissolve overnight, which without anything genuinely happening other than the game winner and Chris Paul, getting hurt, who wasn't even a part of that core to begin with. It would feel so right for a Warriors head start or a fresh start, I mean, and just keep it pushing. Steph can finish his career there. So can Draymond. Draymond was supposed to retire until Adam Silver somehow talked him out of it. I don't know how to feel about that. That's
And then Draymond and Steve Kerr had a little cry sesh on the front lawn
yeah,
of Draymond's house.
theatrics.
So
Very very much theatrics in this league. The
glad we
theatrics
have a
have never been
podcast
better.
from every player now. This is great.
Yeah, yeah.
I love having
Every
all the
player
information.
they need to put it a part of their training regimen. 5 hours of podcasting a week and
Yeah, and
keep it pushing.
they
It's
just
your
got to learn how to
obligation,
not say stupid stuff
right?
or say stupid stuff because it goes viral.
Yeah,
One or the other,
yeah,
depending on the player. It's
right.
got a player by player basis.
Yeah, not Giannis, not Giannis for sure.